So when buying a strata property, you need to really be aware of the bylaws that come with purchasing that property. Certain buildings are going to have restrictions on things like pets. Sometimes it's number of pets. It could be one cat or one dog. Sometimes it's cats only, and sometimes there's no pets allowed at all. They can even restrict the size of the pet, sometimes done in inches or pounds, or even the breed. Other things to be aware of when buying a strata property is things like rental restrictions. Not all properties will allow you to rent them whenever you'd like. A lot of times there are properties that say only allow 4 rentals in the building. Sometimes, again, it's done as a percentage where say only 30% of the homes can be rented at any one time. Usually when we do see rental restrictions, most times those are full. So usually there is very little room to rent if you are purchasing in there. So as an investor, in general, you probably wouldn't be looking at buying a property where there are very limited rentals. Other things to be aware of for bylaws are even things like they will dictate how you deal with the outside of your property. Some don't even allow putting, hanging your clothes, or you may have to have white blinds. So you need to be very aware of the restrictions on the property before you move in. So when you purchase that property, really take a look at those bylaws and restrictions and make sure this is the building in which you feel comfortable living in. Maybe if it has too many restrictions, that's a sign on of the building of how things are run. Maybe with too few restrictions, you're noticing that the building is in a bit of disrepair. Maybe people aren't picking up after their animals and things like that. So really be very particular when looking at those bylaws. Read them thoroughly, check them over, verify them with the strata that everything is correct, and then if everything looks good to you, move on and move in. Okay, well, I'll talk to you soon.